What's up, guys? Don here. Earlier this morning, after I did my jog, I was on YouTube checking out my videos and stuff, and a guy that I follow, a fellow wholesaler, actually a guy that I look up to, R.J. Bates III. He did his king closer react videos, and I didn't even click on the video, and he's just like reviewing people's content that wholesales, like their shorts. And I was the second short that he reviewed, and I was like, oh, let me click on this and see what he has to say. And yeah, man, I'm always open to constructive criticism. Um, he said something about me kind of holding the mic on my shorts. I don't know. I hold the mic because I'm actually a singer-songwriter, rapper too. So I don't know. I kind of like holding the mic a little bit. So I do that on my free time. Um, he also said something about because it was a short about. I'll just play the short right here. Sometimes when virtually wholesaling, you deal with very elderly sellers that are not inclined to the internet and don't even have an email address. Here are 3 things you could do to still get that contract signed if you guys agree on a price. So first, I would ask if they have a grandchild or a kid, that knows how to use the internet and has an email address. Then second, I would say you can mail it out. Mail out. And then third, which is worst case scenario, is a notary. You could hire a notary to go get it done. And yeah, that's 3 ways to still get your contract signed, even if you're dealing with elderly sellers when virtually wholesaling. Sometimes.
Hey, my question, Jordan, is why don't we ever just hold the microphone up to my mouth like this? Like, is it because we're too damn cool? Because we figured out a way to hide the microphone? Why? These guys that create videos that hold the microphones up, it cracks me up. Like, why? Like, brother, you got the beard, hide it behind it. See, it's right there. I'm hiding the microphone. Anyways, asking if they got a grandkid or a kid that has an email address, that was creative, All right, I'll give them that. Mail out, now listen, you want to talk about something that you'll never get a response on? Mail an old person a contract. I did that so many times, and one time I got the contract back, and it was 6 months later. You know what was crazy? They signed the contract. So the moment we got it, oh, we got a signed contract. We looked up the numbers. Numbers are still good. They got better. We got a deal on our hands, except it took 6 months. So the seller's phone number wasn't in service anymore. Then we had to mail them a termination because we couldn't get a hold of them. We sent people over there knocking on the door. Nah, man, dead. Mail out? No. That is last resort, all right? You gotta send somebody over there to get that damn contract signed. So, yes, you can hire a notary. You can send investor boots. If you want to know about them, kingclosersformula.com/investor boots, and that's boots with a Z. It's boots, okay? And then, if you don't want to hire somebody like that, listen, order DoorDash to their address. Get you a Coca-Cola from 7-Eleven, spend $4 and be like, hey man, I will tip you $20 if you can just wait 5 minutes for this person to sign this contract, and then you take his picture on your phone, scan it, and email it back to me. They'll do it, all right? Get creative, think outside the box. Don't let this be the reason why you don't get a deal.
So yeah, he had a good point about the mail out from his personal experience that he mailed out a contract to a seller. They came back 6 months. They sent it back within 6 months. He said it was still a good deal. He said the deal was better because the property had went up in price. And then I think he said something about it's not good because you might not be able to get in contact with the seller after that or something like that. I guess that's a good point. Everybody's stories is different. It's worked for me before. I had a property out in Florida where I had an older seller, pretty old school, no email address. He didn't have any kids or anything. And he mentioned that I should mail it. So My situation was a little different. I didn't come up with the mailing for that deal. The actual seller did. And so I mailed it. Next day, air FedEx. He sent it back. I had a return label. And it was pretty simple. It took about 3 to 4 days to get the contract signed, him signing it, and back to me. So it pretty much worked out. I did like what he said about using DoorDash, a DoorDash driver to actually um, pay them extra to actually get the contract signed for you. I think that's a good idea, and maybe I'll use that in the future as well. But anywho, you never know who's watching your content too. So, and I also left him a comment and said, "Yeah, man, I appreciate the constructive criticism." He said, "Keep making content. You never know who's watching." So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool that somebody I look up to was watching my content, and yeah, I mean, a lot of the things that he does in his business, I use as well because we both virtually wholesale in all states. I would say our lead sources are a little different because they keep buys leads from like iSpeed to Lead and Lead Zolo, which they run their ads and then he buys the leads a little overpriced. But I don't know, he probably has a deal with them because I think he's sponsored by them as well. But I run all my ads in house, so I get them at a cheaper price. Really, the same leads that he gets. I guess the only difference is too with his leads. He gets to buy his leads wherever he wants them, and mine comes in randomly all over the place. But I guess that's the only difference. But yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to RJ Bates, man. And yeah, man, that concludes this video. Dispositions. Cash buyers up, diamond in the rough, rough in the diamond, while analyzing, counting mills, 6-figure deals. Goddamn. Dreamed at 17, 21, built a team. Evaluation 2.2, family hating too. Seed rounds for undeveloped ground.